Amanda Hazy with Forever Wild.
Stacy Bragg with the DNR.
And so we wanted to release this Eagle Stay as kind of a thank you, because I don't know if the whole town of Anson is here, but there were like a lot of people involved with the rescue and transport and rehabilitation. And so SOAR is in Southern Carroll County. We have state and federal permits to do wildlife rehabilitation. We specialize in raptors, so hawks and owls and eagles and falcons. And so we have the only facility in western Iowa that the Fish and Wildlife Service allows to do eagle rehabilitation. We have to have a 100-foot flight pen. And so, yeah, there's not a lot of those just hanging out. And so we work with a lot of other groups to get birds to us. And so in the early part of April, right now, Amanda and Stacy got a call on this eagle, and they have a story.
We did. Actually, we were in a group chat, and we got a text saying that there was an eagle on Anthon, and Stacy was actually off duty, but on her way home. And she said, "Oh, I'll swing by and check it out and take a look before you drive down." And I thought, well, that was really, nice of her to do that. And she called me and she said, "Well, we do have an injured eagle, and the whole town of Anthon is surrounding her, and I need you to come down because I don't have any gloves or anything." So I got in my car and I drove down to Anthon, and I was able to capture her, and she did have a injured beak. So she had a crack on her beak. So I took her back to my residence in Woodbury County, and I kept her there for a few days. I think I started her on some antibiotics, and then I transferred her to SOAR right away so she could get the appropriate medical veterinary care that she needed. And now we are here today to put her back where she belongs.
And so when she got to us, and you guys could see, because she could still fly, and which was the issue. I think you had maybe been seeing her around for a while, and it was just like to get up on something that wasn't really in a rescuable situation.
She could get up just far enough that she'd fly out.
That it was going to be really, really difficult. And so, but when we got her, I think she got hit by a car. She had a big kind of a dent in her face right across, right, their beak, and then their nostrils are right at the top of their beak, and it kind of hit the side of her face like this. Her eyes were okay. I mean, that was one of the main things that we were worried about. It might be a little bit not perfect eagle vision, but she's flying in the flight pen, and so that's kind of how we test vision, is that we want to see them fly the whole length of the flight pan, hit the perch, la-di-da-di-da, no problems. And so she is doing that. You remember you can do that. Because once we open the carry crate door, then we don't have control anymore. And I have no idea what she's going to do.
Right.
And so their beak material, we did find, of course, the big main gash, and then she had road rash. She had like some gravel, on the underside of a wing and part of her chest, and so really think she must have just gotten hit by a car. Did not have any lead levels. Every eagle that comes to us, we do a blood test to check for lead, and I'm very happy to see there's no lead sinkers here, especially
This
for the swan.
this was my first eagle that did not have lead.
Yeah,
This
so
was my first eagle that did not have lead.
that's the main reason that we have eagles coming to SOAR, is lead poisoning in it. And you can go to SOAR's webpage, soarraptors.org, from the x-ray research and all of the research that we've been doing since 2004. It's painful to say that. Since
Not that
2004, they are ingesting ammunition from deer carcasses, deer gut piles. We're finding shot in eagle stomachs too, so if someone shoots a turkey or a pheasant with lead shot, they're not above scavenging on those things in the wintertime. And so we're just trying to get everyone who likes to hunt to not use lead. They make non-toxic shot, copper slugs, copper rifle bullets. They make non-lead ammunition, anything you'd want to use to hunt with. And so got her eat. So we have an intensive care area. Had to cut up food for her to start because she wasn't just, I'm sure it hurt. Not able to rip and tear things. Once she was on her own, and had went through a series of antibiotics. Got her in the fly pen. She should be ready to go.
Yes.
Anything else?
How old do you think she is?
She's an adult, and so it takes them 5 years to get that white head and white tail. And after they get their white head and white tail, she could be 5, she could be 38. So she is somewhere between 5 and 38.
And that's how old?
Yes,
life
life expectancy
lifespan.
in the wild could be from band returns. We know it can be upper 30s. You know, that's longevity record. But so hopefully she's just middle aged.
Probably the main thing I want to add though is that this actually came together better than a lot of situations we have. Because I mean, even though like I wasn't working, the way the calls came in and how people got a hold of like myself and Amanda, that's how it's supposed to work. Because these two, like Kay was saying, have permits through the state, and Kay has permits through the feds to be able to possess these animals. No, the general public is not supposed to be possessing these. So I always call, the DNR or even the County Conservation Board guys first, because they'll get a hold of us. Then we can start the domino effect of who can do what where. And yeah, it just worked out. These guys, and they do this all volunteer, all on their own time, their own money. They have nonprofit organizations. So if this is something you guys are really thinking is fantastic, to support these affiliations is fantastic too.
And so just go a little bit further on that. 9 out of the 10 calls that I get, the animal needs to be left alone.
Yeah.
I mean, I seriously, 9 out of the 10 calls, I mean, it needs to just be left alone, and it doesn't need intervention. So it's always good to call and ask for advice before anything's done. Never approach anything.
We usually say, you know what, great, keep an eye on it. If it's there in 24 hours, give me a call back,
Right.
and then we'll assess.
Very fun and very rewarding. So today's going to be a good day.